medicine, and we approached them and they agreed. I felt so happy that the best team in the world will agree to set up an academy in my state. I mean, anybody who want to rush for it. They saw the commitment that we are serious. They saw the passion we had. They believed that, look, these people are serious. So why can't we do business with them? So our passion alone was one major thing that motivated them, that we really wanted to help and develop our children, give them the skills that they require. When I saw our youth, if you go out sometimes on the weekends and you see these boys play, something tells you, how did they get the opportunity to showcase the stuff that I made them? One of the ways we can do it is to give them that opportunity to actualize their potentials. We are combining education and football. We have the academy, there is school. So it's not only restricted to just playing football. You go to school there, you play football, but the major focus is on football. But assuming you will not want to proceed further, you have a backup, which is education. And the faculty were put there. What class?
Wike has done for River State. For ages to come, we will all be eternally grateful to this man. For me, I am dead to delivering on this mandate. I'm going to do everything humanly possible. I will not spare any ounce of my strength, any ounce of my experience and knowledge of the game to making sure that we get the best out of this project.
Do you know that many people could have been great stars but never had the support or the platform to promote them? That is what Real Madrid Football Academy aims to solve.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that was a 5-minute documentary on Real Madrid Football Academy, the journey so far. At this point, may I invite to give his remarks and project description the Special Advisor to His Excellency on Real Madrid Academy, River State, Honorable Barrister Christopher Green, KSC.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of River State, Chief Barrister Ezenwo Wike, CON, GSSROS, Power of Sports, Africa, very first. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of River State, Dr. Mrs. Ipalbo, Harry Baningo, DSSROS, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Honorable Sunday Akindare, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished audience, may I humbly and respectfully observe the protocol here established. Today, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is the commissioning of the Real Madrid Football Academy Hostels and Classrooms Complex, constructed by His Excellency Chief Barrister Nyesom Ezenwo Wike, and 2 brand new Toyota Coaster 30-seater buses and 2 brand new Ford Ranger pickup utility vehicles purchased by the very first and the magnanimous Governor of River State, His Excellency Chief Barrister Ezenwo Wike. For lack of time, ladies and gentlemen, I will not want to bore you with the reason and objective for setting up of this academy in collaboration with the great Real Madrid Foundation, which is the flagship of the Real Madrid Football Club of Spain. This is a deliberate desire of His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, to develop the capacities of our youth in football and in academics, and as well for wealth creation and job creation. Indeed, this is what we call human capital development. His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, has eclipsed every other governor that has emerged in Rivers State in this one project that has touched the lives of our youth. Because any project that touches the lives of our youth is a project of progress. It's a project that will bring our youth from the woods. It's a project that will make our youth the best in the world. It's a project that will develop not only the state, the country as a whole. Because an average footballer, I can tell you, His Excellency, can feed a community. But a superstar in football can feed the entire country. And the examples abound. In Nigeria, we have footballers who have made it. But again, there is a missing link. And that missing link is the technical education, which means sometimes they go into agreements which they do not know what they are going into, and at the end of the day, they come beating flat. But here we are with the kind of project we have here, where you can sail to the highest level and become one of the greatest in the form and the likelihood of Ronaldo, the great Ronaldo of Real Madrid and now Juventus. Of course, you know Ronaldo is about the most expensive footballer in the world. And what Ronaldo gets in a month is enough, is even bigger than the budget of a state in this country. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let us avail the opportunity that has been given to us by this man that has been sent by God to bring succor to the youth in Rivers State. Your Excellency, the Real Madrid Academy is divided into three sections. The first section, which was commissioned in the year 2019, is the academy section. That is the academy development section. This section has the following capacities, and that is the section you're looking at here by the right of my hand here. And that's the playing field. That's the playing field which is FIFA standard, done by Astro Field Turf. The basketball stadium, the basketball court, which is about the best. We have about the best outdoor basketball court in this country. Because Real Madrid not only plays football, they also play basketball. And they play in the European League. We have the clubhouse with changing rooms for visiting team and away teams, laced with offices for coaches and administrators, and the VIP viewing around. 2 spectator stands of a minimum of 600 capacity per stand. The second section is the classroom section, which is what we have here. It's a twin section. It's a section that has both the classroom and the hostel. And His Excellency, in deliberate attempt to making sure he gets the best out of this, has made this an all boarding house for students that will become admitted into this facility. And so when you get into this facility, you don't have any reasons to be distracted. You don't have any reasons to get anything to do outside. When you're in here, you're in here. And I can tell you, this edifice, a multi-billion naira project, is one of its kind, not only in Nigeria, but one of the best that can be found in any developed country in this world. And so, in the classroom section, we have the reception area with waiting rooms for visitors, standard classrooms equipped with modern teaching aids and techniques, cooling system, fans, and air conditioners. We have basic laboratories equipped with chemistry, physics, biology, and practical equipment. And again, it is a deliberate intention of His Excellency that you are not only going to graduate playing football or in academics, but you are going to go home with a vocational course which will also help you in life. And so, we have here a vocational center where you learn how to install, repair things like the air conditioners, and of course, like in these times of COVID-19, you can be taught how to manufacture the ventilators here. And so I think it's coming at the right time when the world is in need of ventilators to help COVID-19 patients. We also have the ICT studio, technical drawing studio, staff common rooms for applied and allied staffs, principal office, assembly hall, library. All spaces are connected with internet facilities and closely monitored by CCTV installations. Here, security is paramount. So that when you are here, you don't have any reason to be afraid. There is 24-hour CCTV surveillance with very reputable security company at watch here. And so, when you bring your children here, you can go home and sleep that they are safe and secured. The hostel section, we have the reception office rooms, ensuite rooms equipped with adequate bed spaces, personal reading desks for each student with a cooling system of fans and air conditioners. We have a refectory of a 140 capacity attached with an industrial kitchen. Laundry section equipped with machines to launder all bedding students, clothes, among other fabrics. We have a medical facilities comprising of the clinic with a nurse section and doctor's consulting room, medical laboratory to carry out laboratory tests for all our students and staff, physiotherapy room, medical fitness room, gymnasium, recreational hall for indoor games, common room for viewing centers, portal halls, and other ancillary rooms. We also have in this facility an Olympic-sized swimming pool, which is designed for general exercise, recreation, and leisure. Your Excellency, we have a water reservoir with specialized water treatment plants with a capacity of 82,000 liters. And so there will be no need for you to go outside and buy water, because the water you have here is not only tested, but it's also good for human consumption. Your Excellency, with deep appreciation, may I humbly, on behalf of the youth in River State, those born and those yet unborn, and indeed the youth of our dear country in Nigeria, to thank you immensely for this project, which tends to build their capacities in football and all human endeavors, and as well as secure their future. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I have been asked by the youth of River State, with the deepest appreciation, to make a solemn presentation to His Excellency in appreciation for what he has done for them, and not only him, to our august visitor, the Honorable Minister for Sports and Youth Development, Honorable Sunday Akindare.
Everybody them they see him, wicked they walk. Mama, papa them they see him, wicked they walk. We they see him, wicked they walk. Everybody they see him, wicked they walk. Mama them they see him, wicked they walk. Rivers people we they hear him, wicked they walk. Say them they see him, wicked they walk. Real Madrid in River State, wicked they walk. The projects no be chance, so wicked they walk. Everybody them they see him, wicked they walk. Wicked they walk, wicked they walk. I say they walk, wicked they walk. Everybody them they see him, wicked they walk. Mama, papa, them they see him, wicked they walk.
At this point, may I invite to give his remarks on behalf of the contractor, SPG Construction Nigeria Limited, Judge Chidiak.
Your Excellency, Executive Governor of River State, Chief Barrister Nyesom Ezenwa Wike, Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Sunday Akindare, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I respectfully adopt the already established protocol. I would like to start by saying how proud I am to be part of this collaboration between River State Government, SPG, and Interact Sports, who represent Real Madrid Foundation in Nigeria, having brought to life a world-class facility franchised by undoubtedly the biggest football club in the world. Barrister Green has made a fine description of the facilities. All I can add is that we followed the best engineering practices using top quality material in order to deliver a 5-star facility. We are honored to have successfully completed several jobs for River State, always on time and within budget. This is a special project. It will surely have a great impact on the community and the future generations of River State. All of this could only happen thanks to His Excellency's continuous efforts to develop the community of this great state. This highlights his passion for education and for sports, and he has combined these two passions on this project. I have seen firsthand how he likes to go into the details of the project. He wanted to make sure that the students who will attend this facility really have everything they need for their development as future educated footballers. He is always looking for ways to improve any ongoing project. Despite his busy schedule, he makes sure to always visit his projects. And I can tell you, he has developed an eye that can see the slightest detail. It is on one of his visits that he decided to extend the facility to accommodate female students as well. And as a result, the construction of the new female extension has already started. I recall a funny story at the Santiago Bernabeu, and as luck may have it, I happened to be sitting several seats behind His Excellency. But I could clearly see how involved he was and how he was interacting with the game. I can tell you, I truly believe, had he not been a lawyer and a politician, or even an engineer as confirmed by Julius Berger last week, he would have made a fine Champions League football manager. Oga, you sabi game, you sabi read them well. Sir, thank you for the opportunity you have given us and the trust you have placed in SPG. May God bless River State and God bless our governor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We will now take the solidarity speech. May I respectfully invite the Special Assistant to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on sports, a one-time player of the national team, Daniel Amokachi.
My Excellency, the Executive Governor of River State, Ezenwa Wike, my Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Sunday Diary, permit me to sit on the existing protocol. Today is a beautiful day. I don't know about you, but me as a football man, today is a damn beautiful day. I think, first of all, we need to, pardon me, My Excellency, the Honorable Minister, to stand up and give His Excellency a round of applause. We have to be on our feet to show appreciation because the man do something way better. We should appreciate what is good. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, sir, I have been in this game for over 3 decades as a player, as a youngster. And today, for me to be in River State, Port Harcourt, for exact, and that to be on the ground that we have Real Madrid in Nigeria is well overwhelmed. I know how it's challenging for a professional team like Real Madrid to agree to come to a country like Nigeria, even River State. So that definitely shows the effort that you have put into this beautiful game of ours. And it's just not about the beautiful game, it's the impact that you will give to the youngsters that are playing this beautiful game of football, both male and female. River State have shown some great quality players. I'll just mention one, Adoki Adosimeka, and secondly, our all-time CAF player, Joseph Yobo, who is from this part of the world. The Honorable Minister, thank you very much. I appreciate what you have done here, and by the special grace of God, and I just hope inside you, you'll find a way to element that in 2 years' time when you're not here, this beautiful thing you started here should remain and continue. By the special grace of God, we know that it will continue because the good Lord always shine on beautiful things, and this is beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, River State, and may the good Lord continue to bless us all. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give a solidarity speech, may I invite one man who played for the Nigerian national team and was part of the squad that won the African Nations Cup in 1980, a former Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Chief Adokie Amesimaka.
Yes.
I'm so excited about today's grand event. But let me not forget protocol. Your Excellency, Nyesom Ezenwa Wike, Commander of the Order of the Niger, Grand Service Star, River State, Power of Sports Africa, Pride of River State, Governor of River State. I salute you, sir, especially. Your Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Balebo Harry Banigo, Distinguished Service Star of River State, Deputy Governor of River State, I salute you too. And our dear Honorable Sports and Youth Minister, Mr. Sunday Akindari Ekabo, Mokinyi Ekabo. Permit me at this point to lean on established protocol. I started out by saying that I was particularly excited about today's grand event. And to attest my excitement, I wrote a book, especially for Real Madrid Football Academy and the budding talents. It's titled Beyond Kicking the Ball. I am sure that the students here will find it very, very useful. It is an encapsulation of my little experience of over 45 years, from schoolboy level to senior national team to managerial position in the game of football. Of course, by God's grace, also trying in a modest way to combine academics with it. So that the publishers are putting finishing touches to it, and it will be given free of charge. It's not going to be launched. I don't want a cover for it. It's going to be given free of charge to the Real Madrid Football Academy. Your Excellency, you do not know what you have done, sir. It is not just the physical structures here. You have physical structures all over the place. It is the fact that you have provided what has been the missing link in our sports development, particularly football. What you have done is to provide the missing link. And what is the missing link? It is universally acknowledged that we are specially endowed in this part of the world in sports, particularly football. Unfortunately, it had never occurred to us to provide the sports infrastructure for youth development. The concept and philosophy of catching them young, taking them through a professionally articulated process of grooming in their formative years. What is happening, sir? What is happening, sir, is that we allow our budding talents to get to adulthood before we discover them, by which time they are already set in their ways. And if they've not been doing it right, they cannot do it right anymore. But what you've done now, sir, to catch them young and then take them through this professional tutelage, as I said, in their formative years, is what has been lacking. And that is the biggest achievement of this project, sir. And I salute you once more for it. What it means now, especially with the collaboration and partnership with the most successful professional football club in the world, that is Real Madrid Football Club of Spain, which may not necessarily be my #1 club, and the governor knows that. I have a softer spot for Barcelona and for Arsenal, even if they are not winning. Anyway, that aside, Your Excellency, this is, in fact, the collaboration with the most successful professional football club in the world speaks volumes about your vision and mission. For Real Madrid to partner with you here shows that the sky is only the beginning. It's not even the limit. It is only the beginning. Henceforth, we're going to produce educated football players. Educated football players. Henceforth, we're going to produce football players that will also have education as the background, so that even if they go into professionalism in the area of football, at the end of their career, they have something tangible to fall back on. Henceforth, we are going to produce players that will be sought after by local clubs, by the senior national team, by clubs outside the country, including outside Europe. That is big. It's a massive investment in the youth of our state and of our country at large. I salute you once more, Your Excellency. It's been a long day. Let me stop at this point by saying that this is one of my happiest days. It is a fulfillment of something that for a very long time I had been crying out for. The articulation of an infrastructure to develop our budding talents. You've done that, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, may I invite to give a speech the Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency, yes, Mr. Wike.
Hala Madiri for the man with Sabi. Hala Madiri for the man with Sabi. Hinyerishi, you are a good man.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, our dear special guest of honor today, our dear brother, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Your Excellency, the former Governor of Rivers State, the Right, the Honorable Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, the Chairman of our great party, members of the State Assembly and National Assembly that are here, members of the State Executive Council, our dear leaders who are here, the Chairman of the Rivers State Traditional Rulers Council, and members of your council and other traditional rulers from Rumamasi and the Lekaya communities that are here, the two chairmen of Obiabo and Port Harcourt Local Government Councils, our dear leaders, youths, our women, gentlemen of the press. Let me particularly recognize my dear friend, Mr. Dele Momudi, the publisher of Ovation magazine, and his team that are here. You know, husband make cow, and make cow, and make cow. Our dear special advisor, our special guest, let me, on behalf of the government and people of the state, most sincerely thank you for honoring our invitation, because I do know that you have ESCO tomorrow, but you decided that, through the permission of Mr. President, that they should come to honor us and commission this complex. If there's one project I can say I'm emotionally touched in this particular project. Most of us, everybody knows, Adega Masmega has said his own preference. Unfortunately, my preference appears to be better. That is the Real Madrid. We have gone to Madrid to watch matches. I've gone with the leaders of the state to watch matches. But one thing that has touched me is that, what can we do? We have a lot of talented young boys who have potentials, but there's no way to actualize them. How do you give them this opportunity to also see that their dreams come true? Some people say set up a skill acquisition center. Yes, that is there. What about in terms of football? Football is no longer a recreation thing. It's not a business. So many countries make money out of football. Look at how many players Brazil sells every year. You can imagine the amount of money they make. But here we see footballers come and play for entertainment. No, football has gone beyond that. It's not a business. People make a living out of it. You are aware when they sold Neymar, how much? Over 270 million euro. One person. Calculated in Naira. Calculated in Naira. No state government can get that money in a year. No state government. 100 million euro is about 50 billion. 200 million euro is about 100 billion naira. One player, one player. One player. I know how many states in this country that cannot get 30 billion naira in a year. I know. But one player is getting not less than 100 billion. Gone are the days when people say, don't go and play football or you break your leg. Please allow them to go and break their leg. And bring 100 billion. It's very, very important. So, we were criticized. They said we went to Madrid to go and waste money. If they were siphoning money out of the country, we say, God, help us. Even as they see that this is real, it's not a 3D. They will still say, it's a media hub, nothing is there. Probably, sir. That's one of the reasons why I invited you. Come and see whether it is 3D. That's one of the reasons I invited my friend Dele Momudu, one of the respected journalists, to come and see whether it is 3D drawing. At the end of the day, by the time you go around the complex, you will know whether our going to Madrid was a waste or not. Only two in Africa, Rivers and Morocco, that had the opportunity to have the franchise of Real Madrid. When you have the franchise of Real Madrid, what are you thinking of again? Don't bother about Barcelona, Arsenal, this and that. This is the end of the world. This is the end of the world. Chief Adega Masmega went with us to Madrid. When he saw the place, he said, let the truth be told, oh, even though I belong to Barcelona, my brother, Bernabeu is Bernabeu. So, everybody can see. When we built the stadium, at that time we didn't think about the idea of education. We just said, look, let them come and play football, take the best. But sometimes we now say, look, it is not everybody that can make it. If you bring them to only play football, at the end of the day they don't make it, what is their fallback? No education. And that will not be for the interest of our youth. So we said, no, we must have to include education. And that's why we have included education. And I thought we should start with the boys. The protest was so much. So many people applied, even girls applied. Then protests came, no, it cannot be true. And that's why we started the girls section of the Real Madrid Academy. We have paid the contractor. In fact, we have the SA Real Madrid. I'm giving you 100% of the money. I hope. I don't want to hear voicemail. What percentage have you paid them? 70%. You are holding 30%. Pay them their money. Because it is a project that's dear to us. So many young boys and girls want to show their talent. Our mothers and our fathers, allow your daughters. You don't know where the money will come from. You don't know who will sustain your families. It can come through football. In those days, you beat your children. Why do you go and play football? Football now has taken over. Girls play football all over. And they're making money, bringing back home to their parents. They're also going to school. By the time you go in here, it's not only education, but there's also technical education. All encompassing. So like I said, River State has given us the privilege, have given us the opportunity to superintend over the affairs of the state. We cannot take it for granted. We must also reciprocate to say, look, thank you for the support you gave to us. Thank you for rallying around us. And the only way we can thank you is to provide the basic things that will help our children, that will give them the opportunity to excel in life. And that's what we have done here. Let me thank the two communities who are dragging. You know, this is equable land to drag small portion of land. They are dragging, fighting here and there. Something that has no meaning. But thank the two communities, Romo Masi, and whichever way you say you own it, continue to own. Let me thank you for not giving them problems, stopping the companies from building. I thank all of you. I thank all of you. Well, if you had made problem, probably we would not have achieved what we have achieved. So I thank you so much. And that's what's called, you have owned the property, you have owned the project as your own. By the time you go around, you see where your children will stay. You see the dining, their kitchen. You will know that, look, this is a different class. To get Real Madrid franchise, if you know what to pass through. So I will thank John Chidiak and his brother Salim. You are really, even though you may not come from River State, but I see you as Rivers people. You took it as a personal thing. You made all the arrangements for us in Madrid. Our children, we have sent them to Madrid. We have sent the coaches to Madrid. They've trained them, they've come back. And they'll continue to have this their training, going there, and then coming here to train you people. All I want to say, please take the best advantage of what you have and make sure you don't miss the opportunity. They have a basketball. Real Madrid also has a basketball academy. So we try to incorporate them. If you don't want to play football, you can play basketball. They have a swimming pool. So it is all encompassing. Here, you may be the best in terms of intelligence in academics, but you may not be taken if you don't have the potentials of football. It is the person who has the skill to play football. He may not be the most intelligent person, but we'll take him. He will improve his academics. But if you are so intelligent in academics and you cannot even pass ball, we won't take you. No, we won't take you. You go to the normal school. But here, the major thing first. In fact, it was the guy who called me. Said, look, yes, even though you have about education, make sure the major emphasis, those children who have the skills to play football, then add education. But if you say it's education first, before that football, then you can as well make it as a normal school. So, Chief Adeke Mesmega, I want to thank you for your advice, and I'm very, very happy. And let me thank the bull, Daniel Amokachi, for following the minister to come and see the little we have done in football, in sports. This little can contribute. But let me assure everybody that before we leave, well, we have no time again, the time is short. But whatever we can do for the people of the state, be assured we are going to do it. Let nobody fear. I have told you, I'm not going to abandon any single project I've started. I will not abandon one. I will not leave any problem for anybody who's going to succeed me. So when you come, you carry your own problem. You don't say, oh, the former governor refused to pay this contractor. I will pay every contractor I've given a job. And I will go home happily. I will go home happily and say, God, I thank you for what you've been able to do in my life. Our traditional rulers, I thank you for all the support you've been giving to us. Let me use the opportunity to thank Mr. President for allowing you to come. Let me thank you, because if you say you shouldn't come, you won't come. There's nothing you can do. So, Mr. President, I thank you for allowing the Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Development to come here today. And I believe, too, we believe that, like I said, this is our second week of commissioning of projects. We'll go to the third week next week. We challenge anybody who say what we are doing is media hype to come and hype his own. Let people see. Those who say it's 3D, I don't sign a memorandum of understanding with contractors. What we do is sign a contract agreement. So, we're happy. Even though the minister is not in our party, but he knows this is a state that our party is performing. And he has seen it by performing. In fact, when he saw the program, he looked at it and said, Kai. Now, well, I pretend as if I didn't hear him. I don't turn my head like this. So, I thank you for coming. And on this note, let me invite our special guest, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport Development, to come and address Rivers people and then commission this Real Madrid Academy hostels and the classroom blocks. Thank you, and God bless you.
Rivers people, them they see amo, wicked they walk. Them they see amo, wicked they walk. Them they see amo, wicked they walk. I say we see amo, wicked they walk. Alamadi in Rivers State, wicked they walk. Better a football life, wicked they walk. Nigerians they see amo, wicked they walk. Hele ule, wicked they walk. Alamadiri, say wicked they walk.
Listen, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Barrister Nyesom Wike, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Your Excellency, the former Governor of Rivers State here present, of course, Chief Justice, former Adoke Amesimeka, my Egbon and senior fellow in the profession of journalism, we call him Bob D. Dele Momodu, the Right Honorable Speaker, members of the House of Assembly, Rivers State here present, our elders and our chiefs from Rivers State, the youth from Rivers State that I've seen some of them perform this afternoon, and the youth of this state that will benefit from this academy, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. Your Excellency, I want to crave your indulgence and permission to take about 5 to 7 minutes to deliver my comments. Very often I speak extempore, but today I've decided to read from a prepared speech because of the significance of this event, not only for sports development in our country, but also for youth development in our country. Because of the significance of this event today and this academy, because it speaks to the very path this government under President Muhammadu Buhari has sought to chart for sports development and youth development in our country. Your Excellency, this afternoon I did tell you that in another few months, this country will have its first sports industry policy, a policy that seeks to turn sports, football, into business. I can say you are already months ahead of us because you have actualized the policy even before it's approved. I want to thank you sincerely. This afternoon I also told Your Excellency that in June, after we presented to the Council, Federal Executive Council, a compelling articulation of why sports should become business and not play, as most governors call it, the President in Council reclassified sports from mere recreation to business. So this afternoon, I'm indeed glad to be here. I want to thank you for inviting me to commission the Real Madrid Football Academy. And because we know that Nigerians are watching, the world of football, those in the world of football are watching, it is important to go on record, especially for the sake of the youth of our country. When we talk about youth and sports development, 65% of those involved in sports are the youth of this country. When we talk about the 3 I's in sports development, infrastructure, incentive, investment, this academy is one of the things we're talking about, infrastructure. And let me say, for Rivers State to be taking the lead today, it is also a confirmation that Rivers State occupies an important position, not only as an evolutionary state, but one noted for economic development of our great country, as well as producing notable icons in sports and other fields. From the great Jaja of Opobo to Alfred Spieth, foremost virologist Professor Tam David West, Justice Karibu White, among others, and I can go on and on. Rivers State has not only produced 2 sport ministers, and I must recognize the SSG, my predecessor in office, Tammy Dagogo, but also Alobotoye Douglas. We're indeed grateful to Rivers State for playing a major role in football and sports development. Rivers State is a great place when it comes to sports development, especially with what we're witnessing today. It is a validation to this assertion. We recall the days of yore, Chief Justice Messi Maker, when we had the Sharks of Port Harcourt, which metamorphosed into Rivers United, Rivers Angels, Eagle Cement. All of them have produced great players and stars that have gone to do exploits both at home, continentally and internationally. Today's event is therefore not only epochal but historical. It is monumental and it is very special as we unveil an institution that will ultimately produce future stars for our country and also for one of the best teams in the world, Real Madrid. Although 2 Nigerians, Emmanuel Amonike and Benga Okunowo, did not play for Real Madrid, but they played for Real Madrid's bitter enemies, Catalans, Barcelona, and Barcelona. Real Madrid has never paraded a Nigerian star. But I believe, Your Excellency, with this academy, Real Madrid should get ready Most of your stars will come from this academy to play for you. The rich football antecedents of River State are symbolized by superstars, and I will go down memory lane, Your Excellency, if you permit me. Josie Dambarai, and I'm sure Justice Amesi Maker, the Bull and the rest can connect to this. Justice Amesi Maker himself, Finidi George, now Pastor Taribo West, Furo Iyenemi, and Nigeria's most capped player, Joseph Yobo, who now coaches our Super Eagles. When you also go down memory lane, the partnership with Real Madrid, one of the most successful European clubs ever. Since its formation in 1902, Real Madrid has produced legends like Santiago Bernabeu, whom the club's playing ground is named after, Penem Puskas, Alfredo Di Stefano, Hugo Sanchez, Raul Gonzalez, Luis Figo, Roberto Carlos, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, among others. Our hope, beginning from today, is that this football academy, the Real Madrid Football Academy, will produce renowned stars from our country that will toe the paths of these greats. The vision that we see alive today and the man behind the Real Madrid Academy in Port Harcourt, River State, are both splendid, they're both spectacular, they're both bold and defining. Your Excellency, you deserve all the accolades. Therefore, today's event is a milestone for the actualization of a new era, a new path in sports development for our youth in Nigeria. The Real Madrid Football Academy in Port Harcourt is a defining moment for our football development, a new dimension and a new path for grooming our youth or young footballers. We thank you, Your Excellency, for plugging into the global idea of sports as an industry and sports as a business. But also, more importantly, for getting the right mix, or getting the mix right, football and education. That's the model everywhere, and you have gotten it right. You have given us a model, even at the national level. As we chart the policy, we'll make sure that football and education remain inseparable. Nigeria is blessed with abundance of talents, like Chief Justice Amesi Maker said, and His Excellency also confirmed, who have been consistently exported as footballers across the globe. But this is another opportunity to export our talents. This academy will serve as a nursery for footballers. We'll groom them from here and unleash them on the global world of soccer or football. I must once again commend the vision and commitment of His Excellency, because this speaks to grassroots sports development. I often say the gold is in the child. Unless you catch them young, they cannot do the exploits. They cannot win the gold. This academy will catch them young and make them golden when they start to play for the best teams in the world. And indeed, we want to see so many of them come from this academy to the Super Eagles. So we don't have to go to different clubs to form a Super Eagles. We have the materials in this country, and this is where it starts. Your Excellency, I look forward to taking a tour of these facilities. I've seen a lot of stories. I've seen a 5-minute documentary. And I've searched for the right words to describe the facility. But let me just say, it's the wonder of rivers. It's the new oil field for Rivers State if it's well managed with a sustainable model. As a minister, Your Excellency, and a Nigerian devoid of partisanship, that's why I'm here today. Sports is a unifying factor, and I feel very proud that this lofty dream championed and executed by you, Your Excellency, has become a reality. Government will strengthen its resolve in creating opportunities for our teaming youth. The Academy will become a major center of excellence and indeed a tourism hub. The foundation that you have laid today, we pray will endure for generations to come. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my pleasure this afternoon, and I know we're going to walk around, but let me say up front, it's my pleasure this afternoon to dedicate the Real Madrid Football Academy, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria, to the discovery and development of talents of our youth footballers, to the glory of our fatherland and the entire football world. This indeed is a real deal, and I'm glad to be part of that history. Thank you.
Allah Madrid for the man we sabi silence. Now him they do the things where we they see silence. We cannot the lover of the sports, so silence. Now him be papa for the sports, so silence. Allah Madrid for the man we sabi silence. We they see your hand the walk, oh silence. Now from here we plenty stars can go rise silence. Allah Madrid for the man we sabi silence. Allah Madrid for the man we sabi silence. Silence.
Mic check.
Sell your mic is on.
Your Excellency, this afternoon, the 9th day of March 2021, the year of our Lord, I caught this tape to dedicate the Real Madrid Football Academy, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria, to our youth in this country, to the use of humanity, and to the blessings from God. Who is Sorry, I was looking for. And then your mic. Do it from the side. From the side. All right. Real Madrid Football Academy, Port Harcourt, hostel and classroom complex, constructed by the administration of His Excellency Yusam Ezenwo Wike, CON, GSSR, POS, Governor of Rivers State. Commissioned this day, 9th day of March 2021. Shall I read the rest? By Honorable Sunday Akindare, Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports Development, Federal Republic of Nigeria. To God be the glory.
God, you are my all in all. No matter what they say, when success comes my way, I will praise your name. Today, I lift up my voice in praise. For all I know, it is well with my soul today. Always there for me, Almighty God, you are my all in all. No matter what they say, when success comes my way, I will praise your name. The things you've done for me, and the life you've given to me and my family, oge mere ala nedaje oge mere ala nedaje omekwele ma kwekwarụ
Abakabo abalaba boyso
omekwele ma kwekwarụ 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 Burama, Asila no tu aya Burama, oge kejoy, egamaya. Foto de fuga chipita. Egamaya, 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 oge kejoy, egamaya. Apabunu asilu, egamaya. Choki kamati lamba, kamati la choki kamati lamba, kamati la choki kamati lamba, whenever kamati la choki kamati lamba. Governor Wike, you Go ahead.
March, year 2021, I dedicate these buses and the Hilux vehicles to the use of our youth in football and basketball, to the use of humanity, and glory to God.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, as you move gently to your vehicles and don't pick what belongs to another. Please, we just dedicated the place, and so please.